Hey there, I'm Roger Mittag, and I want to talk to you about your ability to help others to understand beer. The world of beer has been turned on its head in the past decade. We've got more breweries than ever before, and consumers are becoming more and more interested in beer. We've learned that everything that we ever thought about beer has changed. There are more flavors, more styles, and just overall more interesting things about beer. The ability of staff to convey the complexity and variety of beer comes down to one thing, and that's education. Prud'homme Beer Certification was created in 2009 and in 2011 became the first online beer education across the world. We now have 3 of our state-of-the-art programs available in an online format. We have over 11,000 level 1 grads, and our 4 distinctive levels of programming take our students on a ride of a lifetime. We focus on appreciation of beer, and our Education First platform is designed to help the learner understand the concepts of what makes a quality beer. I created Prud'homme Beer Certification as a classroom experience, and we take the time each year to review the content and update our classroom experiences. My belief is that the experience and interaction between instructor and student is priceless and truly life-changing. We encourage discovery through discussion, and our instructor-led tastings help to guide the sensory development of our participants. Every one of our classroom sessions focuses on the positive attributes of beer and the variety of beer styles. While we start with the basics in level 1, we constantly develop the tasting skills of our students by focusing on true to style beers. Our classrooms are interactive, and we encourage the sharing of knowledge among our students. Beer is challenging to understand fully, and we provide guidance on the characteristics of a variety of historical styles. Then, of course, we allow our students to fully and personally experience these beers. There is a significant difference between evaluating beer and appreciating it. Clearly, enjoying a beer can be a tremendous pleasure, but examining the attributes of a beer compared to several others is an eye-opening experience. Of course, in order to earn a certificate of completion, we use many methods of evaluation. We test on the concepts we believe are critical to becoming a true ambassador of beer. We also provide many different knowledge checks along the way to ensure our students are grasping the program concepts. A course on beer would not be complete without an exploration of brewing. And in the beginning, we discuss brewing concepts without becoming a science class. In level 3, we visit a brewery and actually work with the brewer to create a unique beer for that particular class. One of our true loves in this program is the discussion and exploration of beer and food. Every level of Prud'homme Beer Certification features some different beer and food pairings. Beer has some very unique and interesting attributes that make it a natural pairing to most foods. It does take some serious time and reflection to truly appreciate how certain aspects of beer can take the culinary experience to another level. I've always said that it's important to know where you come from in order to know where you're going. That's why the history of beer is so important to our program. Understanding beer history opens doors that were previously closed. It allows us to understand how beer styles were created and what their relevance to modern brewing is. In addition, history gives us stories, and part of the beer journey is all about the narrative. Without anecdotes and historical stories, we'd only get to know one side of beer. We also spend a significant time talking about pouring and serving techniques, including a pretty significant journey into the world of draft beer. Draft beer, while a small proportion of overall beer volume, is really important. Draft beer can be the absolute best beer experience you can ever have, but sadly, it can also be the worst. There are so many variables that a hospitality provider needs to consider in order to give us a perfect draft beer experience. We just want to make sure everyone understands the complexity of draft beer and how to pour and serve it correctly. We were the first online beer education in the world in 2011 and continue to provide the best in online beer education. The program was developed for those of us who were challenged by distance or by time and has evolved to be almost identical to the classroom settings. In Level 1, this 8-module program is identical to the content in the classroom with the exception of instructor-led tastings and group discussions. But we are now offering an online experience with virtual tastings and discussions. Now, as we said before, Level 2 and 3 are now available in online formats. If you need more information on how you or your organization can register for our Gold Standard Beer Education program, please contact me directly. You can either call me at 289-314-5852 or drop me an email at rmittag@thirstforknowledge.ca. I hope that you'll strongly consider using Prud'homme Beer Certification as a platform for learning a little bit more about beer and providing great beer experiences. Thanks a lot.